Walter, did you get a chance to look at the washing machine?
No, what's wrong with it again?
Oh, it's making a whirring sound, like and then there's a knocking sound too.
Are you sure it wasn't one of your curlers that got stuck in there somewhere like it did in the toaster last week?
Oh, that was an accident.
Yeah, you could have burned the whole house down.
Oh, it wouldn't even have burned down one of your blueberry waffles.
That reminds me, we're almost out of blueberry waffles.
I will pick some up tomorrow.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh, just 1 second. Okay, ready.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you remembered. You usually say 1, 2, 3 instead of 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, now I have to say it again because you had to talk about it.
Oh, sorry. I was just so excited that you got it right.
Oh, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Hi, and welcome to the Barbara and Walter Show. You are...
Oh, I'm Barbara.
And I'm Walter.
And our washing machine isn't working properly, and it's making weird sounds.
But that's not good for the show. We don't need to talk about that.
But if it breaks, then we won't be able to wash our clothes.
Sure, I know. We will have no clothes and we'll have to walk around naked.
Oh, we wouldn't do that.
Or I'd have to turn my underwear inside out for 7 days in a row.
Okay, I'm sorry that I brought it up.
So, do you want to sing your introduction song for the show?
Yeah, everybody, it's time to dance. It's time for the Barbara and Walter Kozakiewicz Kiva show.
So, our washing machine isn't working properly.
Walter!
Little joke there. Actually, I'd rather talk about that than talk about how my day started.
Oh, I don't think you want to talk about that.
Well, maybe some people's listening know what I'm talking about because it's happened to them.
Oh, I doubt that it has happened to any of them.
Well, maybe it did, and they can tell us about it on our website.
Oh, www.barbaraandwalter.com.
So, anyway, I wake up this morning like I always do.
Walter wakes up at 5 o'clock every morning.
Yeah, it's automatic. I don't even need the stupid alarm clock.
That's because you broke the last one we had.
It never worked properly anyway.
Yeah, it did.
No, when we had it set to play the radio to wake us up, all we could hear was the static. It was like...
That was broken like that after the morning when you hit it because you didn't like the song that was on the radio that woke you up.
Oh, that's right. It was that stupid, tie a stupid ribbon round that old oak tree song. Oh, I hate that song.
Yeah, I know, because you bonked that clock radio so hard to shut it off that the only sound the radio now makes is...
Who the hell would go out of their way to tie 100 million ribbons around a stupid tree?
It's not 100 million, it's just 100.
And if that guy was on my bus singing that song and looking out the window to see that tree, I'm sure that the bus driver would kick him off for singing such a stupid song.
Okay, so you don't like that song? The radio's broken, but you still woke up this morning. So why don't you tell everyone what happened?
Okay, so I wake up and sit on the edge of the bed, and I feel around with my feet for my slippers. So I put one foot in one of the slippers, and then I put the other foot in the other slipper. But that slipper doesn't feel right, and there's something squishy in it.
And don't forget you swore.
Yeah. So I turned on the light to see what it was. And you wouldn't believe it. Maruchka took a crap in my shoe.
Well, she probably had an upset tummy.
Then why didn't she use the litter box like a normal cat?
It probably happened suddenly, and she couldn't make it in time. It's like the time she threw up on your sunglasses.
Yeah, and I didn't see when she did that. And I put the sunglasses on my face.
Well, Maruchka still loves you.
Well, she has a funny way of showing it. Anyway, I put the slipper in the washing machine.
Walter, that's what is probably causing the washing machine to make the and knocking sounds.
Yeah, maybe. I'll take a look at it. Oh, Ba, I was going to ask you, why do you have an ice cube tray in our bedroom?
It's because I put my earrings in it.
Why don't you just put them in a box?
Because then they get all mixed up and tangled up. With the ice cube tray, I can put a pair of earrings in every little ice cube square.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I was thinking for your next birthday, maybe I should buy you...
Some new earrings?
No, some more ice cube trays.
Oh, Walter.
No, I'll buy you one of those real earring jewelry boxes. What are they, $30?
Oh, you're so romantic.
Yeah.
I wish Maruchka pooped in both of your slippers.
What?
Nothing. Are you hungry? Would you like a snack?
Maybe after we're done the show. What do we have to eat anyway?
Oh, we have fresh buns and cold cuts. There's sausage and meatballs. We also have leftover goulash.
Oh, do you remember that goulash on that Halloween?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that was stressful.
That was your fault.
Not really.
Oh, of course it was.
What? I went and bought all the candies and chocolate bars for the Halloween.
Yeah, but you bought them 5 months before Halloween because they were on sale.
What's wrong with that? I was saving the money.
The boxes were downstairs in the laundry room next to my ironing board for 5 months. I almost tripped into them a few times when I was ironing.
Yeah, sure.
But I didn't realize that you were sneaking down there all the time and stealing chocolate bars and candies for snacks.
Well, sometimes a man deserves something sweet. You know what they say, you are what you eat. So that means I'm sweet.
Yeah, if they say you are what you eat, then you should eat rump roast every day.
Oh, very funny.
Yeah, so you remember what happened? You bought the candies and chocolate bars 100 months before Halloween.
5 months.
And you kept stealing them for snacks all the time when they were in the laundry room. And so, when Halloween came, the little kids came to the door first, and we gave them all treats. But by the time the more grown-up kids started coming for trick-or-treat, we were running out of candy.
You should have counted the candy before the trick-or-treating.
You should have stayed away from the candy and chocolate bars for the 5 months before trick-or-treating.
Well, what can you do?
I know what we had to do. We had to find other things to give them.
Yeah, you gave away all of my bran cookies.
Yeah, and when we ran out of those, we had to hand out all of your bran muffins.
Yeah, and then they were gone, and then the worst part happened.
Well, we were under so much stress. We didn't know what else to do.
Well, looking back, we probably could have thought of doing something better than we did.
But we had to make such a quick decision. Oh, it was so stressful. The doorbell rang, and there were 6 teenager trick-or-treaters yelling trick-or-treat at us.
Yeah, I think they were all just dressed like teenagers too.
So I ran to the kitchen and opened the fridge, and the first thing I saw was the container full of leftover goulash. So I opened my Tupperware drawer and pulled out 6 little Tupperware containers, and I filled each one up with leftover goulash. And then I snapped on the lids and took them all to the front door.
I'll never forget the looks on those teenagers' faces. They were like, "What the hell is this?" And you dropped the containers of goulash in all of their pillowcases. That was amazing.
And then after I ran out of Tupperware, I just put the goulash in the tiny sandwich bags and handed them out like that.
Yeah, and after we ran out of goulash, we turned off all the lights and just peeked through the curtains.
Oh, I couldn't wait for that night to be over. The last time I felt that anxious was when Maruchka gave birth to her 6 kittens.
I think we had goulash that night as well.
Do you remember the next morning after Halloween when you went outside?
Oh, that's right. I opened the door to get the newspaper, and I looked at my car, and there was goulash all over the windshield. Some punks didn't like the Halloween treat, and they threw it at the car.
Yeah, such a waste of good food.
Yeah, it was not easy to clean that up. You know, you go to the hardware store and you can buy the water repellent for the car windshield, but they don't have the goulash repellent. They should invent that.
Or maybe they should stop having special sales on candies and chocolate bars 5 months before Halloween.
Or maybe they should sell goulash in the potato chip bags so that it's easy to hand out to the trick-or-treaters for the Halloween.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Ba, I washed your car this morning.
Why did you wash my car? It was clean.
There were some little dirt specks on it.
Yeah, there'll be dirt specks on you. Why do you wash the car so often?
What? It's not that often.
Yeah, right.
You know, when I was driving this morning, I think I saw 10 cars with the fancy-dancy license plates.
What do you mean, fancy-dancy?
You know, the stupid ones where people's put their names and stupid things on them. You know, like Larry Dairy and crap like that.
Oh, I think those license plates are sometimes fun.
What do you mean they're fun? Half the time you don't know what the hell it means. I saw one the other day that said number 1 GDMA.
Number 1 GDMA. Oh, I know. That's number 1 grandma. Oh, that's so funny.
No, it's not. It's stupid. Who cares that you're the number 1 grandma? There are millions of grandmas all around the world. What makes her the number 1 grandma?
Well, maybe her grandchildren think that she's the number 1 grandma.
Yeah, did the children buy her that license plate? Probably not. She probably bought it herself. Look, I'm the best.
Oh, I think it's still fun. I saw a license plate that had a number 4, and then the word ever, and then the letter L, and then the number 8.
What the hell does that mean?
It means forever late. Isn't that clever, Walter?
That's stupid. What the hell happened to the good old days when you went to the driving place and they just gave you a license plate number and you shut up? Now everyone's driving around with the Mary Dairy and the I Eat Pickles and the Stanley Schmanley. That's stupid. And it's dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
Because the people's driving behind slow down to read the license plate, and that makes everybody behind slow down. But if they don't, then they run into the car that's reading the license plate. That's a traffic accident. That's what happens when peoples have the fancy-dancy license plates. They make the roads dangerous and cause the traffic accidents.
Oh, Walter, you're over-exaggerating.
No, I'm not. It should be, here's your license plate number, shut up.
Well, I still think they're fun, especially when they show what their hobbies are. So if I went and got a license plate for you, I would tell them to put number 1, then car, then WSHR.
What's that? Number 1 car washroom?
Not number 1 car washroom, number 1 car washer, because you like to wash cars so often. Or maybe I would get a license plate for you that says BY, buy, and then lots, and then the letters T and P.
What's that?
Buy lots toilet paper, because you always buy so much toilet paper every time you go to the store.
Oh, very funny.
Or maybe FRT.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
I would like to get the license plate that says idiot for the neighbor who lives on the other side of the street a couple of houses away.
Why?
Yeah, because he is the idiot who warms his very loud vehicle up for 300 hours.
Oh, him! You just need to ignore it, Walter.
How the hell can I ignore it when he does it at 3 o'clock in the morning? And it's so loud.
Mr. Leslie next door says that it's a diesel, and he has to warm it up when it's cold outside.
Bah, this guy does it all through the year. Wintertime, summertime, he doesn't care. He starts up the loud engine at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and he lets it run for half an hour before he goes in it and drives away. It wakes me up all the time.
Well, he has to warm it up.
You warm up the diesel engine for 10 minutes and it's ready to go. Shut up and drive. Not warm up for half an hour like the idiot does.
Well, he probably wastes a lot of fuel. And it's so expensive now.
Yeah, I know. I used to be able to fit $50 of gas in my car. Now I can fit $75. It's magic.
I think he got the vehicle for his wife.
Well, that's a pretty good trade.
No, I mean he bought it for his wife. But she prefers to drive the small car they have.
You know, the next time the real estate peoples knock on our door to ask us if we want to sell our house, I'm going to tell them that I want to sell that idiot's house.
I don't think you can do that.
Well, it's probably never been tried.
Do we have any messages to read?
Sure, way to change the subject.
Well, you're getting upset, and we have to finish the show.
Okay. So, we have a few messages that were sent to our website.
www.barbaraandwalter.com.
So, the first message is from Jessica in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Jessica says, "Dear Barbara and Walter, what is the last thing you recorded on TV? Ba, do you remember?"
Oh, it was a Murder, She Wrote marathon.
That's right. You recorded so many of them that I couldn't find any of my shows.
Oh, sorry. And what was the last TV show that you recorded, Walter?
The last show I recorded was Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke? What channel did you record that from?
Well, I didn't record it. Someone else recorded it on the DVD box set that I have in the basement.
Well, that's not what Jessica is asking. She's asking what...
So, thank you for your question, Jessica. Our next message comes to us from Stephen in Buffalo, New York. Stephen asks, "Hello, Barbara and Walter. I'm thinking of starting my own podcast." There's that word again.
Yeah, we should find out what a podcast is.
So, I'm thinking of starting my own podcast. And your show sounds very good technically. Could you please tell me what type of equipment you use on your show?
Thank you for your question, Stephen. We use microphones and a computer.
And the headsets.
Yeah, the headsets that keep squishing my hair down. Oh, and all of the equipment belongs to our son, Richard, who is away at university. He is very smart.
Yeah, 12 years of university and nothing to show for it.
He just needs time to figure it out, Walter.
12 years. He could have been a doctor by now. But no, he's a professional student.
One of the best.
Oh, it's time to sing the end of the show song, Ba.
Yeah, sorry to leave, but this is the end of the Barbara and Walter Kozakiewicz Kiva show. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Richard called when you were at the hardware store.
Oh, how is he doing?
Oh, he's doing well. He thanked us for the care package we sent him, but we accidentally packed one of Mruchka's toys in the box.
Well, maybe he'll play with it like Mruchka does.
I was thinking of getting Mruchka a new blanket for her bed.
But we have 100 blankets in the basement.
Yeah, we have a few.